I've been so alone ever since I left the tribe. That's just how it goes, guess I like the lonely vibe.
Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new episode. In today's video I'm going to play with this Hog Rider 3.0 cycle deck. It's a really solid overall deck, really good defense, really good offense. And I actually recorded the video like 2 or 3 days ago when I was 9-0, and then in that video I went 12-0. But unfortunately somehow the video is gone, like I can't use it or I can't find it anymore. So that's why I have to redo it. So unfortunately I don't have 9 wins already, as many of you guys often request. But I will still like play in a grand challenge, play live battles for you guys, probably 4 live battles. And by the way, I have good news and bad news, because the good news first, I guess, because I'm almost at 200k subscribers, which means I will do the Surgical Cup. I actually tweeted that out as well. So first the in-game tournament, and then after a bracket, and the number 1 gets $250 Supercell gift card. And the bad news is that this morning I got a call from my father saying that my grandmother passed away yesterday in the evening. And a lot of you guys always support me in the comment section, and you guys were really supportive. So at first I wasn't sure to share it with social media and right now in my YouTube video, but I think it's good that you guys know that. And of course I would just move on. Unfortunately she couldn't be cured. But let's hop into this episode. So as I said, like the Hog Rider cycle deck, it's a really solid deck. This is the second time I record in this setup, by the way. So as you guys can see, like I'm playing on my iPad mini right now, and it's just a different like atmosphere. I'm playing for his Reddit alpha. Let's give him thumbs up and a good luck. He's spamming WoW, so he definitely knows us. Maybe he's watching the videos as well, that would be cool. So he starts off with a collector. I would just fireball the collector to make sure he doesn't get a huge advantage. The princess is still in the left lane, so let's see what he does. We have the lock ready in case he has skeletons or something. Looks like he drops his ice golem and guards. Let's lock the guards so the tower can actually one-shot them and hit the ice golem. So I think he's using the meta deck, which is the graveyard. I think it's graveyard cycle with Night Witch, Electro Wizard. I've seen it around a lot lately. I'm not a big fan of it, just because a lot of decks can still punish the collector. But let's see. So good poison by him, hitting the ice golem and the Electro Wizard. I think they will die. He will lock the princess, so that means he doesn't have anything for our goblins, but we still need to defend the Night Witch. So I will actually use the goblins defensive, and he pumps up. So that means I can fireball. I will fireball this time the left side, because there I hit 1 guard, which isn't special, but I hit the tower, which is special, because my Hog Rider got, I think, 2 hits over there. So just to make sure I don't divide the damage too much on both towers. And he's dealing some solid damage as well. I just need to make sure I actually have my goblins, and then pressure the other lane, which doesn't allow him to poison. But right now I think he will poison, because I'll have my Electro Wizard there, and he definitely has enough. There he goes. So let's lock his skeletons, and we'll take definitely some solid damage. But let's see, not too much actually. He's still up, I think, in elixir as well. So in this matchup I would say it's really important to get a really good Hog Rider. Like let's say he goes in with graveyard, jute up goblins, 2 elixir, and then pressure Hog Rider other lane. Let's say he goes graveyard, which is sort of overcommitment. I guess not really in this situation. But let's see. So he already knew that I was going with a Hog Rider push. So let's actually have the fireball ready. I will fireball the guards. Hopefully hit... no Night Witch this time. But let's actually lock the guards, the Electro Wizard. And I think he will automatically poison. So I will not drop my Electro Wizard this time. Actually this time yes, because it looks like he didn't drop his poison. So again he will sort of be over spending, I guess. And let's see if we can actually save the tower. And we have his tower almost down. We know that he has guards, so I will probably go with a prediction lock. Not really a prediction, I guess. But let's see, 20 seconds left. I will actually drop a princess. I will fireball. Ooh, I misclicked the fireball. That's unfortunate. We need to get a Hog Rider hit in. I think the Hog Rider hit is not even enough. But let's see. Let's drop an ice golem for his Night Witch, just to make sure the Hog Rider does make it to the tower. And it was enough. The lock wasn't really needed, but we have the Electro Wizard for the skeletons over here. And let's see, so right now we are in a 2-tower situation, which I think is the right now I have the advantage, because we have 2 towers to kill the graveyard and not only 1. So I think it should be more easy to get a Hog Rider in. And let's see, I think so I will continue fireballing his troops, just because I would not say it's value, but it is like pretty good, just because, oh wow. Let's see. I will drop my lock just because I don't want the skeletons to stack up. He does have a bet, but I wasn't sure what I'm trying to say, but I will try to focus a little bit right now because it's a pretty close game. So let's see. I will drop the princess towards the other lane just to make sure he doesn't get free lock damage. I'll drop a tombstone again. This time I'll drop goblins as well. If he poisons, I have a Hog Rider with ice golem. He does poison, so he should not have too much elixir. And we have 2 towers, so the Hog Rider is connecting. And what I did over there is forcing him to overspend on the goblins, which allows the graveyard to get damage. But at the same time I was pressuring with the Hog Rider in the middle, as you guys saw. And that didn't, or he didn't have, like, he can't do both. He can't overspend on the graveyard with the poison. And then at the same time, let's see if he drops his Night Witch. There you go. So right now I dropped the Ice Golem, knowing that he expects a Hog Rider. So I actually sort of baited out his Night Witch, I guess. But let's see. So let's do the same thing. Let's go with Goblins and then pressure right away with the Hog Rider, knowing that he can't poison and defend the Hog Rider. So as you can see, the Hog Rider still gets 1 hit. And the graveyard, we're countering the graveyard really well. So sort of a, I would not say pro tip, but that's just how I play this matchup, I guess. And let's see, so the Electro Wizard will go, he will still need to respond to that. Again, I will go with in the middle with the Hog Rider just to pressure. As you guys can see, I'm constantly doing that. He needs to drop his guards and he can't defend the goblins. And slowly we're chipping away his tower. I think soon we can start going with Fireball Cycle. Let's see. I think 2 more Fireballs will seal the deal. So let's see, but I don't want to... Actually, I do want to risk it just because... Well, I could have hit the Electro Wizard, which is kind of bad, I guess, for me. But let's see, I need 1 more card after this one. Let's lock and then Fireball. There you go. We cycle pretty quick, as I said, or as you can see in the title and I showed before. 3.0 cycle deck, so definitely GG. Well played and thumbs up. So I would not say it's the easiest matchup for us, because he is able to get an advantage with his Collector, even though we do have Fireball. Fireball isn't always the best option versus Collector. But let's search another match. I'll probably do 2 more live battles because that game was really long and pretty intense as well. It's also pretty hot here in Spain. Maybe you guys can see that. It's a pretty hot lamp as well. But let's see. So he says wow as well. He probably knows us as well. Let's give him the thumbs up and the good luck. And let's see what this guy's using. He starts off with Goblins. Again, wow and good luck. Let's give him good luck again. So let's see. He goes in with a Night Witch, which is a high DPS dealer. So let's actually go with the Ice Golem and the Hog Rider into the left lane, knowing that the Princess is still on the right side. He actually has a Tornado. That's really good for him. He activates the King Tower. We do get 1 hit. But of course he has the King Tower activated. So from the rest of the match it will be easier to kill our pushes. And let's see. So he has an Executioner, Night Witch. I'm thinking about something with Graveyard, Goblins as well. So in this matchup it will be key to save the Goblins for his Graveyard. I think he will be coming with the Graveyard now. Let's see. There you go. There's the Graveyard. Let's actually wait a bit until the skeletons are spawn or stacking up, I mean. So we can use the zap of the Electro Wizard with the spawn. I dropped the Ice Golem to distract the Executioner. And let's see. So I want to keep the Goblins. I know that he has Goblins as well. Looks like he's using Splash Yard. But I want to keep the Goblins for his Graveyard, forcing him to overspend. And let's pressure into the other lane just to keep the pressure up. Let's see if he... Yeah, there you go. There's his Tornado again. I dropped the Princess to help kill the Baby Dragon. Of course, I will not drop it over here or something, just because then the Princess dies. Now he still has to respond to it, probably with a Night Witch. Let's see. He drops his Ice Golem. I think the Night Witch will come soon. I'm thinking about defending his Night Witch. Let's see. I will drop an Ice Golem. And I'll drop the Electro Wizard. Let's see if this is worth it. The Electro Wizard should be able to kill the bats. And I think we no, we will not save the prince, or the prince will not save the princess. But let's see, I'll actually fireball the Executioner, I think, just to get some damage. And the Electro Wizard should be able to actually kill him in this situation. And let's actually use the Electro Wizard for a counter push. Unfortunately, it actually died. Well, I expected it to have a counter push, but he's still overspent on defense, Goblins, and let's see, a little bit early with the lock. I just don't want to take any, like, a lot of damage, I guess. Let's drop another Princess, and I think we will take a lot of damage right now. He should have the Tornado. There you go. He constantly has the Tornado, so this is a really hard matchup for us. And he's dealing a ton of damage. We really need to get him to overspend again and then punish, but it's just really hard. And he can constantly get value. Let's see. There you go. Right now he will have a ton of poison value. Let's lock. Hopefully, yeah, I think I should have prediction lock, knowing that he will deal a lot of damage. But I thought maybe we could defend. but it's almost impossible to pass his defense. And let's see, maybe we can outcycle him right now. I don't expect, but let's see. Let's actually send a Hog Rider into the other lane. Maybe we can get something just because the princess is chipping away there. I do have prediction lock, but we didn't hit any of the goblins. The Hog Rider is dealing some solid damage, but I think that is GG. Let's see. Yeah, he is poisoned. That's GG. Let's give him the good game. Well played and thumbs up. Hard matchup. At the end, we were able to deal quite some damage. Maybe I should have gone a little bit more aggressive. I think that was my mistake, like playing too defensive. But I guess we could rewatch it and then, or actually, let's do 2 more live battles and hopefully get 2 more wins and then show maybe first the graveyard as well. But let's see, let's give him the thumbs up and the good luck. So definitely in the last matchup, I should have been more aggressive. I'm not sure if you guys saw that while I was playing live, but I think that was my mistake. And let's see, I like to start off with the princess in the back, by the way, just because it's a passive move. He can think that I'm using lockbait as well, so he uses his lock right now. We have the goblins, which is quite a good synergy. I guess it's really aggressive, but at the same time we can sort of punish his lock, I guess. He has a lumberjack and fire spirit, so the lumberjack will go down. 1 goblin survives, and it will actually damage one of the archers, and the Hog Rider did a ton of damage. So let's actually lock the archers, drop an E-Wiz for his balloon. So he has, I think, balloon cycle with the lumberjack. And let's see, the Electro Wizard with the tower should be able to kill the balloon. And we have sort of a counter push going right now. 1 Electro Wizard, and if you leave the Electro Wizard alone, it will deal a ton of damage. And it looks like he takes the damage. So let's actually keep the pressure up with a Ice Golem Hog Rider into the other lane. And let's see if he has something we can fireball. He actually has a P.E.K.K.A. as well. Wow, so let's set up our defense for the P.E.K.K.A. I think he can cycle back to his balloon right now. So this should be quite easy to defend. Let's see what he supports it with. So let's drop a tombstone just to make sure it will get distracted by the skeletons. I will drop goblins and I will actually fireball this, knowing that the goblins etc. will damage the Electro Wizard. Otherwise the Electro Wizard doesn't die to a fireball. But I dropped the goblins there, so I knew that it would get damaged. Let's drop an Ice Golem towards the left lane just to make sure it gets guided. And I think this was a really good defense. We can lock the archers just to prevent most of the damage. And I think that was a really solid defense by us. So let's go with the princess up high to chip away. Let's see if he has a lock or anything. He drops his fire spirits. He does have a lock, but not in cycle, I guess. Let's go with goblins just to see if he locks this or takes the damage. And just to keep the pressure up, he actually drops the Electro Wizard. Wow. I think I will go with a Hog Rider to tank. And then the Hog Rider should be able to finish off the tower anyways. And let's see if it gets that one hit. He actually locks it, so he's defending really hard for that tower. But he doesn't know that we have a fireball yet. And let's actually lock again to chip away. So 1 more lock will take down the tower. Let's drop a princess in the back. I don't want to leak with this deck. You definitely don't want to leak. And it's quite quick as well. So you definitely need to pay attention. And right now I will drop the tombstone and the Hog Rider in the other lane. And I think that's really key. Knowing that he will probably support his P.E.K.K.A. with a lot of elixir. In this case Electro Wizard. And he's sort of going all in while my Hog Rider on the other lane is dealing so much damage. As you guys can see, it will actually take down the tower. I will drop a tombstone and I will drop another princess. And I think he won't be able to pass his defense. As I said, really defensive, solid deck. And offensive as well. Unfortunately versus the graveyard. I mean, I know what I did wrong after. I should have went more aggressive. But I guess my cycle, or I don't know what was wrong in that game. At the end it was close. But let's give him the good game. Well played and the thumbs up. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's pretty hot over here. But I will do 1 more live battle. And let's see what we can get. So 2-1 right now. As I said, like I lost the recording of being 9-0 and then 12-0. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as well. I mean, it's the same tips and gameplay, I guess. Just different opponents. And again, I will start off with the princess in the back. As I said in the previous battle, I really like to do that passive move. He goes with a miner. Let's try to protect it, I mean, with goblins. If he has a lock, he will get value. He does have a lock, so he gets value there. But it still like cancels out 5 elixir for 5 elixir. Let's say he didn't have a lock. We would have a princess on the field. So in that case, it was definitely worth it. Let's actually drop the Electro Wizard for his Electro Wizard. Hog Rider got 2 hits. And I have the Tombstone for the Battle Ram. He drops a poison over there, which I think isn't super good. Quite aggressive actually. And he missed the Tombstone, which is good for us, I guess. Just because he got a lot of value, or we got a lot of value out of the Tombstone. Let's again drop the princess in the back. I often use the princess basically to cycle and just like he is forced to respond to the princess always. He gives a crying face knowing that he overcommitted with the poison. And I think I will go with the Ice Golem Hog Rider combination. the Ice Golem to tank, and this can deal a lot of damage. He does have the P.E.K.K.A, I think 1 hit for the Hog Rider. Actually 2 hits because the tower is locked on the Ice Golem. And I think I will drop my Electro Wizard towards the left side and then a Tombstone up high just to make sure he can't poison all. And I will drop my Princess over here just to spread out my troops. With this deck you can really spread out your cards, troops I guess. And let's see, he drops his Miner in the middle. Will that activate the King Tower? Let's see, it actually does activate the King Tower. And wow, that will help us a lot in the rest of the match. He tried to take out, or I mean, he took out my Princess, but he activated the King Tower at the same time. Which will really help us in the rest of the match with defending his miners. And even the P.E.K.K.A, like luring it towards the middle. The King Tower range is pretty far. And looks like we'll actually take down the tower. There you go, the Electro Wizard with the Hog Rider combination took down the tower. And we're into double elixir right now, so expect him to make a big push. So he's actually going into the same lane, knowing that I will probably push that side. So smart, otherwise I would have to like pressure the 3 crown, but sometimes that's a bit too much. So let's actually fireball the king or the tower, the P.E.K.K.A and the Night Witch. Quite good fireball in my opinion. We cycle to the Electro Wizard. And as I said, like I don't want to give him poison value of course. So let's see, I will try to predict his miner. I will drop a Tombstone over here just to distract and make sure the Batteram dies. And I think we will drop 2 Electro Wizard, which should be able to kill the King Tower or the P.E.K.K.A with the help of the King Tower as well. As you can see, the King Tower is helping right now. And let's see, I will just go defensive. No need to send in a Hog Rider at this moment. 10 seconds left. I can just fireball whatever he drops and lock it as well. And let's see, I think, yeah, that should be GG. Try to protect the Princess. We did get the Miner, but he had a lock. But anyways, it was GG. The time ran out. So let's give him the good game, well played, and the thumbs up. And there you guys can see, really solid deck. I really like this deck, 3.0 cycle. So as I said, really quick as well. Solid defense, so definitely try this deck out. It does have 3 legendaries. Let's say you don't have the Princess as a legendary, I would put in the Dart Goblin. If you don't have the lock, I would put in the Zap. And for Electro Wizard, I guess Musketeer would work, but the Electro Wizard is really key in certain matchups. Let's say Lockbait, let's say to kill bats, just because the Zap also versus Graveyard is really nice. So I would definitely recommend the deck if you have these legendary, just to keep it the way it is. I would say this is the best like deck, like if you have all the cards, it's the best, yeah, how do you say that, option I guess. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, smack that like button. If you not subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to subscribe. As I said, we're almost at 200k subscribers. So that is insane. And I hope you all have a nice day. Bye.